What's up, Warrior Babes? Hey, everybody, Nikki here, and welcome to our Warrior Babe Live Wednesday Q&A time together. I am stoked to be here with you guys right now. I love coming out and hanging out with you guys on Wednesdays, doing this Q&A. It brings fire, it brings heat, it brings motivation, it helps you guys know some clarity on anything that you have question-wise moving forward. So I'm stoked to be here with you guys. As you guys are joining in, comment, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you guys are here. And plus, the more that you guys do comment, the more that you guys smash the like button right now so I can see who's here and tuning in. It pushes our video to the top of the Facebook group so that anybody who's new and doesn't know how to join into these live Q&As can see the video live and can click on it and can join in and can listen to us and can hang out with us. All right. So smash that like button. Let me know you guys are here by giving me the hey, what's up, and help push the video to the top of the Facebook group so that everybody can see and chime into this right now. All right. What's up, Emily? What's up, Laura? What's up, another Laura? What's up, Carla? What's up, babes? I'm super stoked to be here with you guys right now. So if you guys are tuning in at a later date or time, then you guys know the drill. Do the hashtag replay and then just keep all of your questions here in the comment thread that pertain to this live Q&A. All right, so we'll get started in just a few seconds. We'll kick off this live, and if you guys have any questions, you guys can start commenting your question beneath of this video, and then we'll kick off the live Q&A in just a few seconds because there is some lag time between Zoom and Facebook. All right, so keep smashing. If you guys are here, smash the like button because you guys, by just you guys commenting right now and the one like that I got, come on, guys. It pushes our video up higher. I can see our visibility, our numbers are increasing. So come on, smash that like button. If you guys are tuning in, let me know that you guys are here. Comment and say what's up. And then you guys can start leaving your questions. See, there it goes. It keeps going up. So keep it up, you guys. If you guys can start leaving your questions that pertain to this Q&A, and we'll kick off live in just a few seconds with the questions and everything. But before we do, I want to give a huge welcome to all of our new Warrior Babes who joined us this week. I am so stoked. Our community just keeps getting bigger and bigger on a weekly basis, and I am excited to welcome the new babes into the community. You are a part of thousands of women who are getting toned and becoming stronger, more confident versions of themselves. And what is so amazing, and I say this every week, and I'm probably biased, but I know you guys can back me up on this, our community is so freaking dope. It is so amazing. The inspiration, the motivation, the support that everybody has for each other inside this community to push each other. You know, the posts that I see, the encouragement that I see, it's just fire. And to think that it's in a Facebook group. I mean, can you imagine if we were all together? That'd be so amazing. It would be just a fire community. I mean, it is, but I mean, more in person, that'd be wild. So all of the new babes, welcome you guys. I'm stoked that you're here. If you guys are new, give me a little wave emoji in the comment area so I can see who's new and I can get used to all the new names that are here. If you guys are new to Warrior Babe, please, if there's one thing that I can say that will make a drastic difference to your journey starting off here is by tuning into the Warrior Babe Blast Off emails. They are so important for you and starting your journey here inside of this program. They will help you transition into this lifestyle, okay? And it'll help you get your mindset down, your goals down, your whys down. Why are you here and what do you want to accomplish? Why do you want to accomplish it? And when you have that written down or mentally thought through, you are one step closer to being one step closer to getting your goals, but also being on that daily trek to show up for your goals, right? If you have a reason why you're working towards something, it's easier to show up for yourself on a daily basis. All right. So make sure if you're tuning into the blast off emails that are coming to you, just one video per day for the first 14 days that you're inside this program. All right. What's up, Sandra? What's up, Carla? What's up, you guys? If you guys have any questions, remember you can start leaving your questions beneath the video right here, and we'll kick off the live in just a few minutes. So start leaving your questions, and that way we can start running through and starting to kick off the Q&A. One more thing that I do want to say before we dive into it is, for anybody who is new, all right, don't be a person that floods a community with questions that can be answered inside of the application. You know, take the time to really go through them. There's so many golden nuggets that pertain to you starting off, that pertain to macros, that pertain to workouts. There's so many golden nuggets inside that application for you to learn. And I'm sure that your starter questions can easily be found there, or on our frequently asked questions resource page, which is on the home screen, and you click need help. And my team has seriously made it more simple for you guys to find the common questions that get asked or that you may have, and then have a full-blown out answer for you to learn. All right, this is what it's all about, right? You don't expect to come into this program and then get results yesterday. I'm helping you lay down foundations for yourself that will set you up for long-term success. Okay, so if you're somebody who wants immediate instant gratification, sorry, this may not be the program for you. I'm helping you develop skills that will stop you from jumping onto the next bandwagon or jumping into unrealistic situations or unrealistic methods, okay? So come in here, lay down your foundations, go through the blast off emails, go through the application, go through our resources, learn this stuff. The more that you learn it and understand it, the more that you are likely to follow through with what I am sharing with you and the golden nuggets that I am providing you, right? What I like to say is that your journey is more than just a diet. It's more than just the macros, and it's more than just a training. If you can get your mindset in alignment with those aspects and with the goals that you want to accomplish, which is everything that I'm sharing with you inside this program, you will far meet the expectations that you have for yourself and the results that you're seeking. Okay, so make sure you set your foundations here in the first couple of days. Don't just dive into it and be like, yes, first workout, I do a WarriorBabe yesterday, first workout today. Yeah, that's awesome and that's great. But make sure you have your goal and your why and what's motivating you on a daily basis. Because if you're like Cheryl, who does that and doesn't get other things in alignment, then you're gonna be 2 weeks into it and you're gonna be losing the motivation. Okay, so I have all these in alignment for you, and the questions and the programming and the blast off to help you lay down strong foundations. That way you're 2 weeks in and you're still motivated. You're still showing up for yourself. You're still following through with the whole reason why you got started on this program 2 weeks ago. All right. So make sure that you go through each of the resources that I'm providing you, that my team is providing you. And let's say you can't find your questions to any of those two, like the app or the resource page. I do these calls every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come here, be on these calls. If you can't be on these calls, attend the calls later and do the replay. And then Kate comes in, our community manager, and answers any questions that were left behind. So literally, you have unlimited amounts of support and unlimited areas to answer your questions and get clarity moving forward. Don't assume that you know the answer. And sure as hell, don't compare it to programs that you've tried or done before. I can guarantee you my methods are different, my strategies are different. And if you need clarification on anything, type it into the Q&A, do the hashtag replay, and Kate will come back in and answer anything that was left after this Q&A was live. That's your best bet to get answers to any questions that you have that pertain to your journey if you can't make the Q&A. All right? Or last place, literally, there's so many avenues for you guys to get the right answer. That's the most important thing. And if you don't show up on the Q&As and you don't leave the replay, then go into the community and ask the community. And I guarantee you one of the veteran babes will chime in, or somebody will chime in the first 30 seconds after you posting to a minute, and somebody will have a question and answer for you. All right. So make sure if you're new, you utilize all of these avenues, because we're a community. We're here to support each other. I'm here to show up for you guys on a weekly basis and help you along your journey. So you have so many avenues of support. Make sure you utilize them. All right. So let's kick off this Q&A, you guys. What's up, Angela? Angela, I am so excited for you. My team has let me know, and I saw you join the blueprint today, and they were all excited. They were messaging in our chat. They were like, did you see who I just signed on? I was like, oh my God, Angela joined the blueprint. Let's go. I'm stoked for you, babe. I'm excited for the rest of your journey. All right, so Lara, I never feel like I do the drag curls correctly. Do you have any tips? I mean, the one thing that I can definitely recommend is like, you want to stay upright. If you guys can see me. It's a little laggy, hold on. All right, so you're gonna stand upright. Oh, it's really sunny in here. All right, and you're gonna just drag them up. All right, so you can see that I'm isolating, my biceps are being isolated. Do you see that? And I'm squeezing at the top. So you wanna just drag the bar up against your body, and look how I'm isolating the biceps. I'm just doing that body weight, all right? That's how you do the drag curls. And if you're not feeling it, go a little bit heavier. Increase the weight. Carla, I'm new. I set my macros and we'll start. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm new. I set my macros and we'll start doing strength training in next 2 weeks. Do I need to eat a protein, carb, and vegetable at each meal? How do I get all the fats in? I decreased my allotment of carbs by 25 grams each day for now. What if I've met my macros and didn't get my stack in? Also, I've been working in a fasted state, walking in a fasted state. So you're doing that great, walking in a fasted state, great. Now, look, Carla, what I say on every single Q&A, every single one of these, if you're new, just keep trying to implement and hitting your macros on a daily basis. I talk about the breakdown inside of your app. If you go to Transform and you watch the WB Basics, I give you tips in those videos on how to structure your macronutrients, literally. So I would recommend you go into that section of the application and watch the videos that I put together, because they will easily answer the questions that you have for me right now. And you'll be able to go in there, you'll know where they're at, WarriorBabe Basics, Transform WarriorBabe Basics, and how to structure your day, pre and post workouts, all that kind of stuff is located in those videos. And what I can say to anybody else that is new is some starter tips with macronutrients is, again, it's a skill. It's a skill that will serve you for the rest of your life. And the only way that you're going to get better at developing that skill is by doing it on a consistent, repetitive basis. Every single day, you get better and you get faster. Okay, so, and you don't want, another thing is you don't want to track as you go throughout the day. You guys all know that. I brought this up on previous Q&As. You want to be planning your night out the day before. Okay, so you want to be planning your night out the day before, and then you want to be making sure that your macronutrients are, sorry, I just had to pause that. I am so bad at multitasking when I'm doing video. You want to make sure your macros are planned out the night before. That way your day's structured, you have hit the alignment of your macros, and then there's no thought process to the next day. But if you're tracking as you go throughout the day, I can guarantee you're doomed for failure, because you're going to get to the end of the day and you're going to have 20 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and like 15 grams of fat to hit to left. You're going to be like, I have no idea how I'm supposed to hit that. So what's really important is that you log the night before, you play around MyFitnessPal the night before, and that will set you up for success the next day. You do need to have a protein and a carb, highly recommended, in each one of your meals. Okay, and I talk about that in distribution. Like, it's important to, for example, talk in layman terms, like say you have 140 grams of protein. Okay, divide that by 6, and that's about, let's see, 140 divided by 6 is 23. So that's like your target number that you would want to have in each one of your meals. It doesn't have to be that exact number. It can be 18, it can be 25, or it can be 26 or whatever, but that would be your range to aim with. And then it can be a little bit higher in other areas. So that's like distribution, protein and carbs. And your fats, it's just, again, it's just about playing with it. It's about toying with it. It's about logging the night before and setting yourself up for success the night before. And then you have everything in alignment. If you're doing that, if you're just tracking as you go, you're going to find yourself in, I can't fit this in, or I don't know how to get this. I'm already over in this one. And now I'm left with this much in another one. So really tracking the night before is going to get you better at that. And then same with the fats, like just distributing it, right? Like taking the fats, say you have 50, and then you're eating 6 meals, but 2 of those are pre and post workout. Well, 4 of those meals would be, not that good with quick math, would be like 12 grams of fat in those. But you could even aim for 10, because some of your pre and post workout meals will have a little bit of fat. But the other meals could have like 12 grams. So like, it's just about, literally forget what everything I just said. And it's literally just about logging the night before and then getting better at consistently tracking and consistently doing that. That way you see how everything is panned out for yourself. Angela, hello, I'm excited. Yes. Awesome. Laura, got it. Thank you. You're welcome, babe. Cool. All right. Does anybody else have any questions? Because nothing else is showing up in my, my queue. So if you have questions, guys, fire away. Where's the squad at, you guys? Come on. Jennifer, I just restarted again. What do we do if we are full by meal 4? Keep going. Keep feeding yourself, because your metabolism will eventually get into alignment with the foods that you are eating, okay? You can't one day eat 4 meals, next day eat 2 meals, and the third day decide that you're going to hit all of your macros. You're just sending your body mixed signals at that point. So you really you want to keep going. You want to keep feeding your body. And I guarantee you it's going to feel like a lot at first, but after a week or 2 weeks of consistently eating that much food, then your body will get used to it, and it will start adapting to it, and you'll almost be like, okay, I need more food. That's typically what happens. I'm sure a lot of other veteran warrior babes can really preach to that, but that's how it works. I'm eating more protein than I'm used to. Should I still eat anyhow? Yes. Again, you are training your body to recognize what you are doing. And the more that you are consistent with it and the more that you hit it, I guarantee you it will get adapted, and it will start shifting into actually burning through the food and sending you hunger signals. I can't talk today. Hunger signals that it wants more food. Okay. So really it's important that you just are consistent. Laura, I buy brown rice cakes. Are they considered a complex carb because they are brown rice, or simple because they are processed? If they're processed, they're definitely more of a simple carb. But if you look at the ingredients, and if wheat is the #1 ingredient, then it's more complex. Cool, Jennifer. You're welcome. All right. Cheryl, best way to handle leg soreness. It's a good thing. I'm actively very freaking sore. I did leg day yesterday, but A, it's a good thing. B, make sure you stretch. Make sure you are stretching, okay? And then staying hydrated. Another recommendation is using glutamine, which is things that I recommended before, but that helps with recovery, that helps with soreness, making sure you're taking multivitamins. I mean, there's so many different variables that you can add in, but stretching is important, hydration is important. Doing cardio after legs is nice because you move that lactic acid out. And then, what did I just say? Making sure you're taking a multivitamin. Glutamine is a good thing to try. Those are all things that can help you with the soreness process. Valerie, I just want to say that I joined Blueprint a few weeks ago and I'm still taking a lot in. I also just joined the Revolution. I'm enjoying the app. Thank you. Nice, babe. Welcome. Well, I'm stoked that you're a part of the community. One thing I can definitely say for the Blueprint is, again, everything that I provide every single one of you is skill. It's a learning process. I mean, that's exactly how I got started and trying to understand everything. So it's just taking it step by step, understand you're not going to get results yesterday, but you are teaching yourself how to be in control of your body and get results that are long-term. Well, Laura, yeah, first ingredient is brown rice, and that's probably definitely more of a wheat-based product. But anything like caramel rice cakes, like from Quaker, those are definitely more simple carbs. Cheryl, thank you. Leg day was brutal. Nice. Good. I like to hear that. Yeah, my legs are extremely sore right now. So even me just like standing and walking around and moving my legs today, like I just went on a walk before this, it helps to filter out that lactic acid. Okay, so the worst thing that y'all could probably do, and if you have a desk job, this is probably speaking to you. If you're sitting at home doing your work from home, it's bad to be sitting the entire day after leg day. All right, that lactic acid is literally just building up in there. Get up, walk around. If you work in an office, get up, walk around, get outside, walk around, schedule little breaks throughout the day. If you're working on home, do the same thing. Like even in Best, I got a standing desk because this is where I work. And I went out for a walk earlier because I was literally in my office all day. So schedule that stuff in for yourself. So your muscles, so that lactic acid can filter out. So hard for me to talk today. Laura, loving Blueprint myself. Nice. I love hearing that, you guys. Blueprint's call is up next too at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm stoked to get on there with everybody. Nikita, what's up, babe? Can you explain how the exercises work? Do we do all of them? Say, for instance, arm. Do we do all or pick some? No, you do all of them. Every exercise that is programmed in the app, you are supposed to do. We wouldn't write them down if they were optional. Do them. When the exercises, if you click, y'all, it's in the app. Come on, guys. If you click on strengthen in your app, oops, hold on. You click on strengthen and you click on one of the exercises, there's literally a whole list of explanation of like how it all works, how the supersets work, rest time, all that kind of stuff. And there's even, if you click on the weekly training schedule at the top, if you tap on that, that also brings out more rules to follow with the weekly training schedule. And if you click on one of the exercises of like Monday, Tuesday, or whatever, chest, triceps, back, biceps, you click on that, there's an entire rules list inside of there. Narcissa, hi, Nikki. I finally went back to the gym and wow, I feel that I had lost so much strength. Can't lift same as before, but I'm there and started it again. So it feels so good to be back. Nice, babe. That's awesome. And yes, if due to COVID, you guys are working out from home, but you normally work out in the gym, I can tell you there's a drastic shift when you do start going back to the gym, and understand that, okay? Don't go freaking ham. Trust me, don't go ham, because your body will be so freaking sore that first week back, okay? Take it easy, take it light. You're definitely working your muscles. Even if you don't feel like you're sweating inside the gym, you are still working your muscles, okay? Definitely more than what you were doing at home. So make sure that you're not going ham and that you will notice a massive difference by getting back into the gym. I know I did. and I couldn't, my hamstrings were so tight for like 2 weeks because I went too hard on them. So that's awesome. I remember getting back into it. And yes, understand, be kind to yourself and understand that you won't be as strong as you were before COVID started. Okay. So know that, be aware of that, and just be happy that you're going back into the gym and being able to lift. So that's freaking exciting. All right, babes. Anybody got any more questions? Whose gyms are open? Give me a 1 if your gyms are open, and give me a 2 if your gyms are closed. There's such a lag time with Facebook and Zoom. Nice. 1, 1, 2, 2, 50, 50. 1. I know. Oh, but I do not want to go back. Oh, okay. Oh my God, I was like dying to be able to go back. Hey, to each their own though. That's so, yeah, 50-50. Well, more so too. Wow, there's still a lot of people's gyms are closed. That's crazy. 1, but due to medical reasons can't go. I have my personal gym. Nice. I bet that's, see, when you have your own personal gym, that's nice. When I was only working with like 10 pounds and 15 pounds, that was just not cool. I was not getting effective work. I mean, I was making it effective, but it wasn't what I liked nor what I was used to. But wow, that's wild. Still so many people's gyms are closed. All right. Angela, I just have to say that I had gotten really bored with my meals I was eating, and that led to my derailment. When I finally got my head in the game and decided to try out the meals in the weekly meal plan, I was surprised how good they are and super easy prep. Are all the recipes that are the meal plans, are all the recipes that are in the meal plans, all the recipes? I'm not sure what that question is. It didn't, I think there was a couple typos, Angela, but I mean, those recipes are fire. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I always share, well, here and there, I share what I eat. Usually Instagram sees it first, and Instagram eats it first before I do. But then there's sometimes where I'm just too freaking hungry and I need to scarf it down. But all my meals literally are like 3 ingredients and take legitimately like 3 minutes to prepare, not even. I have all my stuff. If it's pre-cooked, like if you guys do meal prep, it shouldn't take you that long to prepare your foods. That's why meal prep is such an insane. How many of you guys meal prep? Let me know if you guys meal prep. Give me a 1. If you guys don't meal prep, give me a 2. So meal prep 1, 2. If you guys like your more fresh meals and you kind of like prepare as you go. But yeah, I mean, all of my meals saved in the app after the week is removed. Oh, okay. No, they're not. They're not saved in the app, but Kate does add them to she adds them to a section inside the application where all the swap recipes, she always adds them to the swap recipes. So you can always go back in there and she'll add in like your top favorites to that swap recipe area. 1, 1, 1. Nice. Narcissa, okay. I hear you. 1 and 2, mix it up. Nice. 2, now accept breakfast. Fire. Yeah. 1, meal prep is a game changer. And like I said, all of my meals are like 3 ingredients or less. I planned a menu for the week and cook daily. Nice, Beth. You want to come here and do that for me? All right, let me go back up here. Anne Marie had one. Where are we at? There we go. Hey, Nikki, I have been on the program for about 4 weeks now, and I've noticed that on some days I'm more hungry even after I hit macros and I have less stamina during my workouts. Like some nights I'll wake up at 3 in the morning starving and I'm wondering if I should increase my calories. And if so, which macros should I increase and by how much? I'm currently hitting 165 carbs, 125 protein, 65 fats, working out 5 days a week. I would increase your carbohydrates for sure. I would increase them by like 30 grams and see how that goes. But Anne-Marie, also make sure that you're implementing your cheat meal. Okay, your cheat meal will help drastically with that feeling. Emily, Sunday's my meal prep day. So helpful. Yes, girl. Laura, instant pot, shredded chicken, proportion in the freezer all time. Yes. Yeah, and Ray, I saw what you answered, and I answered just now. Valerie, should I be monitoring heart rate during strength training and steady state cardio? No, the heart rate number is silly. Okay, just push yourself, challenge yourself. All right, and if you're challenging yourself, your heart rate is going to be in that perfect zone. Strength training, you won't get into like a HIIT atmosphere if you're like or like a cardio heartbeat. You'll stay within your fat burning zone. And for cardio, if you can't hold a conversation with someone, then you're doing too much. You don't really have to worry about that. Just kind of gauge on how you're feeling. That's the most important thing. Don't go off the numbers with that. And how I say that in general with everything, but it's most importantly, how are you feeling and can you hold a conversation with somebody else? That's when it's challenging. Anne-Marie, can you also talk about the time under tension when lifting? Yeah, so time under tension is basically when you're performing the movement of the exercise. Okay, time under tension is the 12 reps that you're doing, which will take you like 45 seconds to complete or 30 seconds to complete. That is your time under tension. And the way that you can increase the time under tension is by slowing down your reps and really focusing on the actual movement of the exercise that you're doing. If this makes sense, you guys smash that like button because I'm about to explain it even more. So time under tension is when you're actually doing the reps of the entire movement. Okay, when you're, that's the time under tension. When you're doing this, that takes about 30 to 45 seconds. The way you can slow it down and put a little bit more time under tension is slowing it down, squeezing, slowing it down, squeezing, slowing it down, squeezing, okay? That's time under tension. Your muscle is under tension at that point, all right? So that's exactly what it is. I'm glad you asked that. What you should be focusing the most on is mind to muscle connection. If you were going like this, there ain't nothing fucking happening. Okay? There's nothing happening. Slow it down. You don't want to increase it. You definitely don't want to, okay, maybe, I'm sorry. You don't want to make it go by faster. Okay? You want to be able to spend as much time under tension to really break down the muscle fibers. But don't make it like a minute rep, like a minute long where it's like, and you're going super slow. Like just create the mind to muscle connection and that's your time under tension. That's the most important aspect. Something is in my eye. Still working out, so it doesn't matter during the blueprint Q&A. Typically listen, interact during rest, but I'm not sure if blueprint works the same way. Angela, since it's your first day and anybody who just recently joined the blueprint program, what I always say on the beginning of those calls is like, if it's your first Q&A, just take a sit back and listen. I don't even actively, I don't recommend newbies to be interacting on their first blueprint Q&A because you're going to get used to how I converse with the community and how the community converses with me because you're going to be able to hear other women talking and me game planning their strategy. All right, so if you're new, and since you signed up today, and anybody who's listening to me, your blueprint call, I would just take a sit back and listen. But eventually you're going to want to be able to talk to me. So you're going to want to be able to be unmuted and strategize with me for 5 minutes on what your game plan should be. Anne Marie, and you're amazing. Thank you for being such an inspiration. Oh, such an awesome inspiration. Thank you, babe. Thank you. That warms my heart. I love seeing that. And I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for you guys are putting in the work and showing up for yourselves. That's fire. When I see our community lit, like when I see our community like sharing their success stories and just coming together as one, like that's my dream come true. And now just helping more women be a part of that is amazing. So you guys are my motivation on a daily basis. Y'all rock. All right, babes, on that note, I'm gonna tune down our Q&A right now because I gotta jump on the blueprint in 20 minutes and still need to do some diving into those babes check-ins. So I will catch you guys. Ashley, for real, you changed the game for me. Forever grateful for you and this lifestyle. You guys are gonna fucking make me cry. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love you guys so much. You guys rock. And I couldn't be more grateful for for a group of women who just does the work, right? Because you guys know, I preached it before, your goals aren't going to be achieved by passive action, just taking a sit back and wanting and wishing and not putting in the work, okay? This requires work, all right? So I'm so grateful for you guys and being able to follow through and show up and do it. That's what I love. You guys are all smashing the heart buttons. Oh, I love you guys. Anne Marie said one more. Should I put the extra 30 grams of carbs right before my workout? More fuel during my workout. I will put it around it. I'll put 15 carbs before and 15 carbs after. All right, guys. I love you all. Thank you for the heart buttons. They're making my night right now. Keep up the good work, and I'll catch you guys on Sunday's rally call, and then next week we'll be here at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Bye, everybody.